How you guys doing?
Good.
Victor, being a Texas guy, like when Levi was here, he absolutely hated the weather back in Houston with the heat. But we've been going through the heat wave. How you been handling that? Do you mind it or hate it as much as Levi?
I don't mind it because the humidity up here isn't as bad. I mean, it's pretty touch and go, but the no AC thing is pretty getting to me up here. But besides that, I'm pretty fine with the heat up here.
From Houston, what did you know about the University of Washington when they first started talking to you?
I was pretty oblivious to the point of West Coast ball, honestly, besides like, UCLA, USC. And so when Huff reached out to me, I was pretty ignorant to the fact, but he kind of introduced me hard-nosed football out here out west. Looked them up and looked at the Alabama game and did my research, looked at the history of UW football, real physical team, always through and through. So.
Were you already open to moving that far away for school, or did they kind of have to sell you on that?
I was open to the best opportunity that I had, and I feel like UW gave me the best opportunity to be a great football player and a great person off the field. So.
Was there anything specifically that sold you, or a moment where you kind of knew, okay, this seems like the right opportunity for me?
After probably the Built for Life presentation and going through campus and seeing the campus and talking to Burks, who used to be here, and just talking to Coach Pete, I think he really sold me on I can be comfortable out here talking to Levi, talking to A. Fully, and just talking to those Texas guys, talking about how it's not really much of a difference whether you play in Texas or play out here. You're going to get a good brand of football out here. So.
How have you been, how have you felt, I guess, going into this fall where you were out for part of the spring, just kind of shaking the rust off? Just what's that process been like here going into the fall?
It's been pretty good. I mean, getting my feet under me, getting a new sense of urgency, I would say, coming into this fall camp. Just getting used to the scheme, getting used back to playing, getting my feet under me, and probably playing more physical and getting more confidence under me. So.
You're wearing glasses now. How is it when you're on the field, probably without them? Is it a blur or what happens?
No, I'm pretty good without my glasses. I just use these. I mean, my mom said I'll probably hear better if I wear my glasses. So.
Anything else for Vic?
One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where you come from, the whole place is in an uproar college football-wise with Texas and Oklahoma leaving and the Big 12 trying to figure out where they're going to go. Are you watching that and curious because that's your home country?
I have some people back home that play for UT and stuff like that, but I'm really not too much into that. I mean, I have to focus on Pac-12 football, UW football. So.
Victor Henry was up here a second ago talking about how kind of the brand that he wants the offensive line to have, just in terms of imposing his will. How do you see that?
I think the five guys up front, I think we have to impose our will. Just each drive, each possession, each practice, and I think that each day he, instills that in us. And I think whatever scheme it is, I think he wants us to enforce our will, whether it be gap scheme or whatever. So I think through and through, I think he kind of just pushes us to be the best, whether it's pass downs or whatever. So.
All right, thank you, Vic. Appreciate it. Richard, come on up.